Hello, this is Johnny Cycles here with another edition of Dragons in Modern, bringing you my deck of Boros, Gideon, Tribal with Sarkhan the Masterless. The name says it all. You don't see a single dragon in the deck, but what we're trying to do is turn our Planeswalkers into 4/4 flying dragons using Sarkhan the Masterless. If you're familiar with my Gruul Sarkhan the Masterless deck, then this is a strategy you already know. So yeah, that says it all right there. But we do have a couple other things to talk about. Our one drop package is in the deck for value, both in Esper Sentinel to draw us cards and synergize with the Urza Saga's tokens. And then Kithian, another Gideon when it flips, but a 2/1 that has a lot of upside if we ever get to flip it. And then of course Ragavan. So we have some early game pressure to then transition us into our mid game. So we're looking to do a couple one drops, our Urza Saga to help attack our opponent's life total early in the game, transition to the mid game with our Gideons to put more pressure on or manage whatever they're doing, long enough to cast Karn and make more Karnstructs, or cast Sarkhan and turn them all into 4/4 flying dragons and attack and kill our opponent, hopefully in one shot. Our secondary win condition is the Urza Saga, and we have the Karn both as another Planeswalker to turn into a dragon, but also because he makes Karnstructs. We have a couple silver bullets to search up with the Urza Saga, so if we aren't finding our Sarkhan or our Gideons, or we don't have anything else going on but Urza Saga, for anyone who's familiar with Modern, you know, Urza Saga can make its own army and win all by itself, so we even have the expedition map to go fetch up with it in case we want to just go get another one. Doorkeeper Thrall's in there primarily to fight against Bowmasters, since all of our X1 1-drops die to Bowmasters. It also is good against a surprisingly large number of popular modern decks. So it's good against Unforged Mystic and Hammer Time. It can stop the first trigger of Amulet Titan, which can prevent them from winning that turn. It's even good against Graveyard Shenanigans. So it's been a really good addition, and I'm really happy with it, and I think it needs to see more play in Modern. Our sideboard, we have Containment Priest to fight against Archon of Cruelty decks, but also they're good against graveyard decks. It can be good against Coco. Rest in Peace to fight against graveyard shenanigans. Isn't Murktide. Even Storm. It's good against Wrath of God to help against the Go Wise strategies, to give us an out, and say we're going back and forth with our 1-drops and managing the board with a couple of kill spells, and then we stick a Planeswalker or two, and our opponent rebuilds, and we can Wrath and keep our Planeswalkers and hopefully win the game from there. March of Otherworldly Light is a catch-all against some of the cards that are problematic, like Amulet of Vigor, other Urza Sagas. Alpine Moon to fight against Tron, Amulet Titan, Urza Saga decks, and then Cursed Totem to help against Yawgmoth primarily, but it can come in against some of the other decks as well. So that's my Boros, Gideon, Tribal, Sarkhan the Masterless deck for Dragons in Modern for CyclesGaming.com. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you in the wrap-up.
This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, and this has been another edition of Dragons in Modern. Be sure to go to my site and check out all of my original Magic the Gathering content, where I post articles and video of my janky modern brews in my commander decks. I'm also publishing a couple chapters every month for my science fiction fantasy novel called The Pod Kind. Check me out on YouTube as well. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one.